hypocrisy at the University of Tennessee. Hi everybody, I'm Marky Bilson, and my commentary today is a little bit late. This hire was a few weeks ago, but it's really bothered me, and I've now just been able to articulate how I feel about this and can go forward. But let's go back to the end of 2017 when Greg Schiano was supposedly going to be the next head football coach at Tennessee. There was outrage. I mean, even state legislators got into the act protesting this. And the reason why is that Schiano, according to Mike McQuarrie, he indicated that Schiano probably knew about Jerry Sandusky's child molestation when Schiano was an assistant at Penn State. Now, Schiano denied it. It became his word against theirs, that sort of thing. But it was enough for Clay Travis to start tweeting left and right, for there to be a movement that within 24 hours, Schiano wasn't going to be the head coach at Tennessee. And in less than a week, John Currie, the athletic director, was out and Phil Fulmer was in. Okay, look, I can understand this child molestation thing. You know, you don't want to hire the coach. All right, I'm fine with that. Hey, I don't like it that the Pittsburgh Steelers have Tom Bradley, who was on the Penn State coaching staff at the time, as their defensive backs coach. So I get it. But here's what I don't get. Jimmy Brumbaugh. He's the defensive line coach and co-defensive coordinator of the Tennessee Volunteers, held the same position at Maryland 2 years ago under DJ Durkin when offensive lineman Jordan McNair died due to what allfortennessee.com and my friend Caleb Calhoun writes, gross mismanagement by the conditioning staff. Well, he's not breaking any news there. But here's the deal. Both Schiano and Brumbaugh have that guilt by association. You know, Maryland cleaned the entire house after an investigation of McNair's death. Everybody was gone. So I'm going to ask you this. What's the difference between, when it comes to guilt by association, coach on the staff where player dies, coach on the staff where children are being molested? What's the difference? It's both guilt by association. Now, I don't know, could it be the real reason that Tennessee fans didn't want Schiano was he wasn't one of them? You know, I mean, they don't want a Big Ten defensive coordinator from Ohio State to come to Knoxville. No, better defensive coordinator from Alabama. You know, that's the SEC. They can handle that. Now, I'm sorry, but that is just insularity. And this is simply a double standard, and it makes the University of Tennessee look bad. Look, it makes Vols fans look bad. Why aren't they upset that their potential new coach didn't do anything at Maryland? I mean, is it a fact that, well, Schiano, it's a head coaching hire versus an assistant coaching hire, and so Brumbaugh goes in beneath the radar? If you look at his bio on the Tennessee website, Brumbaugh, it is listed that he coached at Maryland, but all it says is he was at Maryland for 2 years. And before that, he was Kentucky, and he was really, really great. And the year before, when we hired him from Colorado, the Buffaloes were so good on the defensive line, and blah, blah, blah. Nothing about Maryland except he was there. Now, that's pretty telling. Again, is the real reason that Schiano is not at Tennessee because he may have known about child molestation at Penn State and did nothing about it? And there's a possibility, okay. But it's guilt by association. Same thing as Brumbaugh. Or is the real reason that Schiano isn't the head football coach at Tennessee right now is that his won-loss record was only 68 and 67 at Rutgers. Never mind the fact that 10-2 season where Rutgers was undefeated for a good part of the year and surprised a lot of people, and it looked like all the people who say, Rutgers ought to win more. I mean, it's a state university of New Jersey, and there's a lot of talent at New Jersey. Why can't they win? Looked like that was going to be the year where finally Rutgers was going to turn the corner and be a good football program. Didn't last. But Schiano did have some limited success that really nobody else has had at Rutgers since they were really a small college football program. Regardless, there's now an interesting storyline here. Not only is it about, hey, Tennessee fans being a little hypocritical there. Hey, University of Tennessee being a little bit of a hypocrite there. There's something more. Now that Schiano is back at Rutgers, while it would seem the Tennessee head football coach Jeremy Pruitt has a better program from which to build from, that it's going to be easier for anybody to win at Tennessee than it is at Rutgers. Yeah, I'd go with that. Sure, who wouldn't? But you know what? There's now a barometer. And there's a healthy competition to see whether or not Schiano or Pruitt puts up the better won-loss record from here on out. I'm Marky Billson. Hey, if you're a Vols fan and you like the hard-hitting commentary, the not apologetic commentary that it seems like everybody covering the Tennessee Volunteers gives. I mean, all the pom-pom waving. It's disgusting. You read headlines, Vols have good time at church. That was literally an article that ran across Tennessee 2 years ago. I mean, you want to talk about propaganda. You want to not have that. I'm here for you. I'm going to tell it like it is. So how do you follow me? Well, go to YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've got a Vols playlist, and you can see my contemporary commentaries as well as my historic commentaries and my interviews with Caleb Calhoun of allfortennessee.com, one of the few true journalists covering the Tennessee Volunteers. Of course, he writes for Fansided. How that works exactly, I'm not sure. But there you go. Also, hey, why don't you follow me on Twitter? It's at Marky Billson, MarkyBillson. So, again, hypocrisy, blatant hypocrisy at the University of Tennessee. And I'm Marky Billson, and I'm the one that's going to tell you about it.